Welcome back everybody to the Zeusdaz Unemulated retro game channel. I go by the name of Zeus and it is shit game time once again, and this time we're going to be tackling a Commodore 64 game by Ocean called Double Take. Now this was a paid request by Nelli the Programmer, YouTuber. Hello mate, how you doing? Hope you're doing alright, and thank you for all this request, which is kind of been frustrating for me because I haven't got a fucking clue what to do in it. Anyway, nonetheless, the game, the premise, let's have a look. Let's see who it was programmed and published by. It was by Ocean, 1987. I just said Ocean, didn't I? Produced by DC Ward, coded by Colin Porch, graphics by Andrew Slay, same as the title screen, Andrew Slay, designed by Denton Designs, musician Peter Clark. I mean, it's got a nice tune, it's alright, and that title page is okay, you know, bits and bobs going in the bottom right there, nice bit of scrolling and a nice tune to go with it, so yeah, that's okay. But magazine wise, not really favoured it. It's kind of like a very game, you either like it or you don't, and it scored around 45, mid 40s in the magazines that I've scanned and had a look at, but let's get an idea. I couldn't find the instructions, but I managed to find this write-up in Zap, and it goes something like this, so bear with me. Our stable universe has a parallel which is unstable and evil. The ruler of this universe is Sumink, a dastardly figure who has been biding his time, carefully waiting for the moment when he can cross the dimensional divide and invade our own world. Now the chance has come. A laboratory student's experiment has damaged the space-time continuum, throwing the two universes into a state of chaos and creating gateways which allow objects and people to pass from one to another. Okay, I get that. It's like a wormhole, a porthole, whatever. You flip from one side to the other. Yeah, I get that. Right, the laboratory where the experiment took place has 16 rooms, along with a huge particle accelerator tunnel. Because of the chain of events, it has become linked to an identical laboratory in Sumink's parallel universe. Yeah, so it's like negative, positive, whatever. Objects from our universe have been sucked through this tunnel, changing places with identical objects from the mirror universe. The only way order can be restored is by returning the objects to their rightful position. So, you know, whatever. The player controls the student. Student? You should see it in a minute. It's like a bloody old age pensioner waiting to be called up by his lordship. I mean, he must be in his 90s. I think a student, I was thinking sort of in his 20s or 30s, but it's more like, shouldn't have been scientist. That would have made sense. You picture scientists as older people and students as younger. Anyway, where are we? Armed with a gun to protect himself from the energy-sapping monsters which have been brought to our assistance by the clash of the universes. These monsters can be shot, but more quickly spring up to take their place. A touch from one of these monsters has a damaging effect on the student's energy, and constant contact eventually kills him. Every so often the two universes interchange. This is where it gets really complicated. When this happens, the main screen disintegrates and reforms. A pointer on the display panel shows which universe the student is currently exploring. This is where it gets fucking complicated, really. I mean, reading this is complicated, but I get it, but implement it into a game. Anyway, our universe is represented by a plus sign, while a minus sign indicates the nasty one. So I can't really see what I'm looking at, anyway, on the game. I've had a look at this. When a shift in the universe is imminent, the pointer slides along a scale between these two symbols. And again, I've been looking around, I can't see it, I must be looking right through it. Whenever the student enters a room, an electron appears in the display panel at the bottom right of the screen. Yeah, so they're all electrons going around there. If both rooms in each universe are stable, the electron is green. Red indicates that both are unstable, and blue that one is stable and the other isn't. Oh God, doing my head in just reading it. And I'm an adult, I'm not a flipping 12-year-old, which a lot of these games are aimed at. Only one object to be carried at a time, and it is shown in the status area with its stability indicated by the color code, ranging from magenta through to white. stability can be changed in two ways: shooting enough monsters or touching a sparkling cloud that drifts along the playing area. These clouds also act as doors between the two worlds. Once everything is put right, a final deadly confrontation will happen between the student and Sunic, and there can only be one victor. And that's it. It's a mind fuck. That is a huge amount of info. It's like, so hang on, two universes, the screen disintegrates, well, like I say, it's only safe when it's green, but if it's red or if it's blue, I can't cross over to that room, but if it's red I can't at all, and if it's green I'm okay, and then I've got to replace the objects from one universe and into the other. It's so fucking complicated, and that's why this game went and it's £8.95 price tag. Let's get on with it. And I don't know what I'm doing. And I spoke to Nelly about this. See, look, this is your student. Look, it's a fucking old age pensioner. Should have been scientist. She was shooting away, and you go. I mean, I don't even know what I'm picking up. I know you have to go away. I know you have to go down these silly little things. Like that. But, like a lot of the reviewers, I just find myself shooting sporadically around, not really knowing what to do. It's just too complicated. There we go again. I mean, what objects do I pick up? Oh, I've got a battery. So what do I do? I obviously got to put it back into the. See, there's red electrons running around now, and there's a green one. So it's like, well, what do I do? And the objects you pick up, it's guesswork. You just have to go over them, see if you pick them up. There's no. It would have been easier if it was like a. Oh, here we got this time tunnel thing. And now it's disintegrated. Now going to the other universe. Everything's reversed. But I don't know what to do. What do I do with this battery? And I've spoken to a few players. I know some players on the Commodore 64 Lemon site and Facebook and that lot. And I'm getting the same feedback from those who have played it or those who have decided to give it a quick go. And every one of them ain't got a fucking clue. They play it for a few minutes, they just go round like I am. And it's so... it becomes so boring. You don't know... It's like, this must be the student, should be a scientist. The problem is, it's a... I'll give it its due. It's a really clever idea. You know, parallel universes and, you know, sort of thing you find in a sci-fi film. But it's too complicated for the average 12-year-old gamer to get his head round. I mean, I'm an adult and I can't get my head round it now. You're just sporadically shooting everything. I've still got this battery, I don't know what to do with it. Some more objects here, I don't know if you can pick them up, but so yes, I've got all these electrons, but I'm just going from one sucky tube to another. The space bar, I forgot to mention that, the space bar picks it up, but I don't know exactly where you need to drop the bloody thing. Right, so now I'm into the other power. Now the battery's gone. The idea is okay. I mean, it's quite a clever idea. It must have took some thinking, but it's too complicated to put in a game that you're aiming at kids. I mean, if it was aimed at adults, You know, this is not ideal for your average 12-year-old gamer. I mean, I'll be playing this for a few minutes thinking, what do I do? Shortly following that will be, this is fucking boring and annoying and I'm bored shitless of it. I think I'll whack in the trapdoor or chuck the egg, thank you very much, and place a decent game that I know what the fuck I'm doing. So I'm just and I think this was Nelli's issue as well, wasn't it, mate? This was the problem. Tunes are okay, nice little graphics, you know, moves alright, but it's too, even if you read the instructions, which are long and tiresome, and the thing I've just read out, it's still too complicated. Kids, especially kids, do not have much staying power, as in, you know, concentration is limited. You've got to grab them right at the start. The concentration will just wane off otherwise, and the last thing a kid wants is to go around doing what I'm doing right now, thinking, what the hell do I do in it? Kids get bored very quickly. So before you know it, you've turned this game off and you're putting Target Renegade on or something. You know, you're putting a game on you can play properly. Right, now I'm in this time tunnel. And now the alternate universe is kicked in. I can honestly say I do not have a damn clue what I am doing. I really have no idea. That probably explains why there's no bloody long play of it anywhere. Nobody knows what the fuck to do in it. It's too complicated, boys. I mean, what is all this crap? Can I get out there now? Yes, I can. How do I get back to the room? Ah, there we go. This is all I'm doing. I'm just going like this from one side of the room to another. And where are all these objects? I can't pick anything up. What objects am I supposed to collect? That's another thing. What objects am I supposed to collect? Do I press the space bar again? No, I don't think so. You can do it to drop it. There's no indication, unless I'm missing something obvious, there's no indication of what you need to pick up. The only thing I've managed to pick up so far is a battery. And this is the same room. Here we go again. Now where am I? And all those electrons in the bottom right hand corner, I now have no fucking idea what they are about. I can't pick anything up. Oh, this is just so mundane. That's exactly what the mag said. In fact, one of the reviewers said they wouldn't even dream about giving this a gamer. You're just aimlessly going around. You have no idea what to do because the instructions, the story plot is too long and complicated. And now I'm back in this bloody area again. Oh, this is... I'm just going back and forth. This is just so boring. Oh man, I can't. Look, I don't know where I am. I don't know what I'm doing. you know, it would help. Well, on these shit game times, it helps that I know what to do, but it's whether the game allows you to do it and implement it in a fun way. But when you get a request where you do not know what to do, it doesn't help anything. It doesn't help your decision. I mean, as I said, it's got a nice tune. The graphics are, you know, they're okay, I suppose. Lots of weird aliens. But I'm not doing anything. I'm just going down these fucking water spouts, or whatever you call them. You've got all these electrons in the bottom right hand corner doing their thing. Now I'm stuck. I don't. This is it. I'm done, mate. I just, it's boring. I have no idea what to do in it. It's just crap. It's dull and it's boring. £8.95. I don't know what the fucking programmers will. If any of you programmers will eventually tune into this, please explain why you've designed a game which is so fucking difficult to get your head around. You don't know what you're doing, and you're selling it for an £8.95 price tag in 1987, mostly to kids. You know, I know kids like, all kids are different, you know, kids like different things. One kid likes to play tennis, one kid likes to play snooker, one kid likes to play fucking cricket. You know, kids are kids, but they have different things that please them. The same as gaming. You could have somebody that likes shoot 'em ups. You could have someone that likes, I don't know, Scrabble type games and puzzles. Another one that likes platform games. This is bollocks. No one's going to like this. It's just pointless game. It's a very clever concept. It's a very clever idea, but it should have been left for a fucking sci-fi film, where at least, you know, the creators of that film will also not start the film off with you know, the idea this is what you got to do, but they also finish the film off and you see the ending. Whereas in this case, it's a game. It's down to us to get to the ending. But that's difficult because we ain't got a fucking clue what to do. You're just aimlessly around shooting things. It's pointless game. Okay, so it's an average tune. It's not a brilliant tune. It's an average tune, but it's colourful. But I'm looking at this thinking, what the fuck is going on here? What is going on here? And I'm just floating around. Should have been killed off ages ago of all these things hitting me. No, a student, look at him, he's an old scientist, a bloody student. Leaving a bit late, and if he's a student. Yeah, you're right, Nelly, it goes into the shit vault for that purpose, because I don't believe any average kid would know what the fuck they will be doing in this game, and it's like me. And all the reviews I've seen are just sort of giving the same reason. It's just it's a very clever concept, as I've said, but the game is just so meh, you know, averagely meh. But it's like, now I'm just going to switch this off and fucking load Target Renegade up on the Spectrum and get the taste of this out of my mouth. It's just, I need a good game to play, and this isn't it. This wouldn't satisfy anybody. It's crap. I'm just going to quickly see if there is a long play. I'll be very surprised on YouTube. And there is one. There actually is. There is one. It's by the same guy though. Takes 40 minutes. Fuck that. Go and watch that if you want to see what the ending's like and what the hell you're going to do. But I don't know what to do. And so I'm going to give it. Oh, I wish I knew what to do so I could do a proper rating. You know what? I'm going to give it I'm going to give that 82 shits on the. How can I put it? It's not just a shitometer, but it's a kind of. If only I knew what I was doing, otherwise it will be lower shit rates shitometer. That's what I'm going to give it, 82 shits. For simple, because it's just not a game you can pick up and get into so easily and quickly. It's complicated. It's too complicated. And to back that up, not only have I said I've spoken to quite a few people on the forums and about this game, and looked at the review magazines I could find. Nobody says anything good about the game itself. The idea is brilliant. but implementing a game is too fucking complicated, and you're scratching your head thinking, okay, I don't know what to do now. I've got all these things flashing at me. I've got all these aliens going around at me. I keep going down these water spouts or whatever they're called. I don't know where I'm going, what I'm doing. Fuck this, it's a crap game. Take it out my bloody data cassette and reload a decent game. So, yeah, 82 shits on the shitometer, Nelly, for that one, mate. So thank you for that. I don't thank you for how complicated it was for me, because, yeah, I needed to get into a game on these shit game times to make my decision, realise, yeah, okay, I can understand the playability, I can understand this works, that doesn't. But when you've got a game like this, which is such a mental fuck, it really gives you a serious brain shagging to understand what's going on here. So with that, I've done with it, and yeah, we go, and fuck it, there you go. So 82 shits on a shitometer for Double Take. Take what you will from it. Please leave your comments below and let me know what you think about the game, if you've ever played it, and if you enjoyed it. Not for me though. I'm going to go off and play Tiger Renegade on the ZX Spectrum. Right, thank you very much for joining me in this edition of Shit Game Time. If you would like to place a request, you should know the deal by now. A video should pop up in the top left. Just go to that video and name your request for what game you want me to flush down the poop tube. But please make sure you check out the complete library of Shit Game Time, because there might be a chance you'll pick something that's already been done. It's okay for the same game on a different format, but you can't pick the same game on the same format, and there's no point doing that. Okay, until next time, thanks again for joining me on this edition of Shit Game Time. Take care of yourselves. Zeus, out of Plopsville.